Okay, so now I think I'm going to move on to the green peas, and I'm going to steam them in my baby cook. Like I said before, I wanted to eat the fresh peas, but they didn't have any, so I just got this kind that's organic, and I'm going to open it, and I'm going to put it in the steamer basket part in my baby food maker, and I gotta check to see how much water I will need to steam it. Okay, so I put my peas in there, and a lot of people said it looks really small, but I fit this whole bag in there. It's filled to the top. So now I looked in my book, and it says that the peas, you can see right there, needs 3 of the water. So let me take this out, and I'm gonna fill it to the 3rd mark. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put the water in here, and you can just steam this on the stove if you want to with a pot and a steamer basket. So now I'm going to put this all back together because it's kind of hard to do with one hand, and then I will start steaming it. Okay, so I got my peas in there, and I am going to turn it on steam, and if you see, there's a orange light, and when that goes off, it will tell me it's done, and I can then puree it. Okay, so there is the peas steaming. I don't know if you can see the water liquid coming down the bottom. That's the water that you want to use to blend the purees to whatever consistency you want. And yeah, it's steaming. I don't know if you can see the steam or not, but yeah, it is well on its way. Okay, so the indicator just went off, and there's the peas right there and the leftover water. So now I'm going to take the lid off, and I'll have to put the camera down because it's hard to get off with one hand, but I'll show you. Woo! Look at that. Okay, so there is the peas, and I think I'm just going to let them cool off a little bit, and then I'm going to put them in the blender part. Okay, so I'm just going to set aside the leftover water, and I'm going to put this back on. Oh, there we go. And now I'm going to put the peas in here. Be careful because it is very, very, ow, 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 ow. It's very hot. This is supposed to have a spatula. Oops. This is supposed to have a spatula that comes through these holes right here. I don't know if you can see, but the guy did not give me that, so I'm just stuck with doing it barehanded. So now I'm going to puree this. I'm going to put a little bit of that water in and some formula. Okay, so I'm just going to add some of the juice, and I'll add more later if I need it. And I'm going to add some formula to it as well. So now I'm going to pop the lid on and start blending. Also, a tip for doing this, just pulse, do not hold it, because it will maximize your life of your baby cook. If you same goes with a food processor. Okay, so this is not the consistency I want yet. I want it to be a little bit thinner for Aria, so I'm going to add some more formula to it. Okay, so it should look like this. Very mushy and gross to me. It looks kind of gross to me, but this is kind of like the consistency I want. Aria likes a little bit thinner. So, yeah, I might blend it a little bit more time because I see a little bit more chunks. But this is kind of like what the consistency you want or should look like. It should have like that kind of consistency, like the jiggle consistency. So I'm going to try to get these chunks out a little bit more. And you can do it however you want it or however your baby likes it. Okay, so it is now done, and since I do have a lot of the peas, I'm probably going to put in the ice cube trays just because there's just a lot. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and fill up some of these trays. Okay, so I put the peas in the ice cubes, and then I did have a little bit extra, so I put 2 in here. I think our first food is going to be peas. So yeah, and then I'm just going to put some plastic wrap over it, and I'm going to put it in the freezer and pop it out when they're frozen. I'm going to put them in a ziploc bag. and then label it. Excuse me, label it with peas and the date that I made it. Okay, so I paid, I don't know if you can see that or not, but it says green peas. Yeah, you can't see that, but it says $1.99. So I paid $1.99 for all of this baby food. So versus 50 cents a jar, I made all of this baby food right here and some for her first foods. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, please leave them below. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Okay, so now my peas are frozen and I'm going to go ahead and transfer them into this freezer bag. I just put peas and then August 11, 2012, and I'm going to put them in here and I'm just going to put them in the freezer and pop or grab one whenever I need one for Aria. It is as simple as that. Okay, so this is what it looks like, and try to get as much air as you can out of the bag just so there's no germs or bacteria growth or anything like that. And that is it.